Okay, hello, I'm Molly Alexander, and this is my design concept for Tartuffe. And to give you a little background, Tartuffe was first written in 1664. It's a comedic play about a man who was fooled by another man. And I chose to do, the man was Oregon, so I chose to do his daughter, his second wife, and then the suitor of his daughter, and then the maid. And my design concept was centered around Maurice Prendergast's painting from 1918, and I chose it for the cool colors and the brush strokes and the design. And so some of my research over here, because it was from 1918, I decided to focus on World War I. And so for the gentleman, I decided to do a traditional military attire, and then for the maid, I played off of women in the workforce, and then their aprons, and also I played off of a Red Cross design. And then for the women, I chose the more simple silhouettes of A-line skirts, and then the ruffles, and then minor details. And so Maureen over here, she's the daughter, and she's more of a kind of a naive, shy character. And so I decided to do a more kind of simpler, light colors to tie into her youthfulness. And then Elmira down here, she is older, she's the second wife of Oregon, so I didn't think she'd be kind of that matronly look so much. So I wanted to play into a central appeal of kind of a shawl over her shoulders and a lower neckline. And then Valier is the suitor of Marianne, and let's see, he seemed more of a stronger secondary character. He doesn't have much of a role, but I wanted him to have a strong stage presence. And so it's in the standard military attire as I found from my research. And then Doreen is a kind of the comic relief. She's very much the kind of the person that causes conflict to arise, but in a comedic way. And I decided to kind of exaggerate her collar, and then I wanted to put her in lighter colors so she doesn't necessarily take away from the other two characters. And then I wanted to play back into the military style with her apron in the browns. Any questions?
All right. Comments?
I really like the choice of making Valier and Doreen kind of military. I think it it kind of helps the set in the time period, because Valier is he's like a noble man, I think.
Right.
Anyway, the one thing I would be worried about is that Marianne and Elmira look kind of similar. Like the colors are, they're all like one's light purple and the other light pink.
Right.
And I'm just worried that if you make them too similar, it will make Oregon look really creepy.
Oh, that makes sense, yes. Yeah, originally I had a darker like hue of hers, but then I didn't like the red so much.
Yeah.
And I probably should have just gone in with the darker violet farther down.
The costume, both of the dresses are beautiful. I'm just worried about the similarity in color.
Right. Good point.
Okay. Somebody else?
Can you tell me a little bit more about, you said there's detailing, there looks like there's detailing on Elmira's skirt down there. Can you
So,
just talk about?
this would actually be beading.
Okay.
So obviously you can't tell very well in the image, but it's supposed to represent kind of a small floral pattern beading, and I drew that from these images here, which are probably hard to see from your viewpoint. And then also her collar would be more of a ruffle, a larger ruffle, and then let's see, and this would be more of a chiffon here.
Anyone else? No? Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bravo.